Hey, awesome teachers, K5. This is Johnny. And I want to talk to you about bridges real quickly about 2021 because there's so much going on and I know you're all kind of nervous about that. So if you look at the Bridges Educator site, this is what happens if you just go right there to the Bridges Educator site. You'll see at the top, it says resources and support for 2020 and 2021. And there's professional development for 2021, and there's also resources. So if you click on the resources and support, I really like this because there's videos on remote learning and tech tools. You can look at those. There's also guidance for bridges, materials information, all kinds of really great things that I want you just to browse a little bit and look at some at-home lists and module packets. They have some really great tips for using these documents and copying to Google Drive. So I think this is a really great site, and you can also do it by grade level. If you click on each grade level here at the top, it'll give you just specific grade level information for those grades. And let's look down here at like the scope and sequence or the digital scavenger hunt. I think it's kind of a cool idea to click on that, and it's in Google Slides, so that's pretty cool. Let's go back to the main page again. So I'm going to go home. And then if you also click on professional development for remote learning, you'll see here, which is really cool. I watched a bunch of these today. Remote learning for bridges in 4th grade. There's also, what I liked about that is some tips for how you can get students to respond to you using Flipgrid. And then there's also a 2nd grade suggestions where I would watch these and just pull out what you think you could probably do and what questions you might have about, oh, I don't use Flipgrid, so what else could I use? Or I use Seesaw, how can I use Seesaw and this? So looking at some of the suggestions on here gave me some ideas of things I thought we could do. And then some other things with what I thought, hey, we might need to find a different way to do that. But one thing is for sure is that whatever you think about how you're going to deliver your instruction for math to your students, we have to train them or get them familiar with the site first. So I'm going to go back to the home again. We were from home, and just under resources here, you could look here to see where, or here. The other thing that I thought was really neat is this kits for individual students. I'm going to do some more work around this. So be looking for that. I know we have some materials that we could make some kits for, but I'm going to be working on that. So that's my next thing, is how we're going to have some manipulative kits to go home with bridges, and they've already suggested some things. The other thing that I really like is this blog. From the blog, here's some really cool things. The digital display materials that are over here is related to what you're going to see right here. I do believe that this is going to be a big deal for you to feel comfortable with, to dig in and work with the digital display materials. And I think I might just do another Screencastify just on the digital display materials. But this first one, I just wanted to make sure that you get to the Educator site and explore just the distance learning stuff to start planning how and what you need to learn and what we need to get for you to get started on this. So I think this is the first place that you should go and start exploring a little bit, watching some videos. I know it's overwhelming, but watch them, think about it, watch them again, and then we will be in a position that we can start to move forward. But we're going to rely on this Bridges Educator site a lot because it's amazing. And I've posted links in our Google Classroom, but I just want you to see again how you can get on this site, look at the resources for 2020 and 21, watch some videos, dig into the digital display stuff, and click a little bit, see what you can do. So that's just the first part of the screencastify, is to remind you where Bridges was again and how we can get to it in just this 2021 part, because we're starting in distance learning. So how we can set up some routines and procedures to get our students thinking about math right from the start. So I guess that's all for now. This was my first screencastify, so I can't figure out how to keep myself here. And there will be more coming. Watch when you can. Just start looking at this about your math time. Thanks. Bye.